We've all got things that we do in our singing that we wish we could kick. Whether it's singing too loud, pushing into tension instead of releasing it, striving, reaching for notes, wallowing in fear, comparison, swallowing your sound, over-practicing, only having one way to sing, or using one tone because you think that's the good tone. These are all bad habits that are awfully difficult to kick if you're trying to actually kick them. We need to use thought replacement therapy, or in this case, now hear me out, action replacement. We're going to be using action replacement techniques to get rid or start getting rid of these habits. If you like my way of teaching and you'd like me to come alongside you and be your vocal coach, the best place to start is by clicking the link below in the video description and joining my free course. All right, I have 10 activities that I do regularly, and you should too, to make sure that your bad habits don't get the best of you. And be sure to watch all the way to the end because I'll explain what ties all these things together in a nice, pretty neat way so that you can start to get to work on replacing these bad habits, bad mindsets with good things. This top 10 list is going to seem like it has nothing to do with singing, but it has everything to do with singing. Number 10, weightlifting. You will be able to kick bad habits in your singing if you pursue regular weightlifting. We're not talking about being Arnold Schwarzenegger or The Rock. We're talking about mindful strength training that teaches you how to listen to your body as you engage your muscles. Balance, coordination, proper engagement of muscles to the point of fatigue so that you know what your body is capable of, when it gets tired, when you feel good, what it feels like to feel good, what it feels like to feel tired. You learn so much about how your body feels and how to listen to your body by engaging in mindful weight training. Careless weight training can really screw you up, but mindful, oh man, it is a huge, huge tool for your singing. Number 9, wine tasting. Making a habit of immersing yourself in the different flavors and aromas of different wines. They don't even have to be expensive wines. You're training your body and your mind to notice subtleties. This is incredible for singing because as we train our body and mind to notice nuance and pay attention and react to nuance, this discipline, being developed by tasting wine, can really infiltrate your ability to notice nuance in your own voice. You really start to get a sense of not good and bad, but different and cool and all things useful. Number 8, and hear me out on this, don't click away, let me explain. Learn to drive a manual transmission car and learn to enjoy it. Learn to embrace it. I know this might be not as simple as just picking up some weights or tasting some wine, but surely someone's got a friend or a parent somewhere that has a manual transmission you can try. The physical engagement and playfulness you have with a car that's a manual transmission, learning how to slip the clutch just right but not too much to get into that first gear, and then being attentive to where your RPMs are, what the grade of the hill is and when you should shift and the sweet spot of the engine in this manual transmission car. It's a dance you have with this machine. I've learned a lot about switching between different registers and resonances and placements in my voice by comparing the feel that I get in my manual transmission car to the way I feel when I access different parts of my voice. It's uncanny, the similarities. Number 7, get a massage. Why get a massage? How does that help with singing? Well, unlike weight training and some of the other ones we've talked about, with massage, you don't have to actively do anything except for simply notice. Engaging the mind to simply notice different things about how your body feels at rest. This is super important, and it's actually really helpful for free breathing in singing. If you can let yourself get a massage and focus on your breathing, whatever it is, while you're getting a massage, you learn that tension can sort of escape passively from your body instead of actively. Actively releasing tension is good, but passively releasing tension is even more valuable. And if you can tie these things together, oh, it's so cool. Number 6, give a massage. It's an interesting phenomenon. When you get massages and then you give a massage, even if you're not a professional masseuse, who cares? You can focus on what you experience while you have a massage, while you're giving another person a massage. And that helps you give away an experience, which is what we should be doing when we sing. We should be giving away an experience that we understand and that we relate to, that's happening in our body, and sharing that with others. And by getting a massage and then making notes about how we feel when different parts of our body is worked on and being attentive to our breath while we do that, when we then give that experience away to someone else, there's magic that happens, and that this is a shared experience that happens. You know how you feel, and you can give that away to someone else. Number 5, watch cartoons and imitate the voices you hear. No strings attached, no expectations. And this is best done with people younger than you. Cartoon characters have been one of the main things that has freed my voice from static, boring singing. If we can enjoy a show, enjoy silly cartoons, and imitate these sounds, you will accidentally stumble on, I'm not exaggerating, dozens of techniques for your singing that you've been trying to master for a long time but could never quite get there. This is because we've separated the need to perform and be good with pitch and all these other things, breathe right, all that stuff, and we're freely experimenting and playing with variety in our voice while being inspired by completely off-the-wall, silly characters. Number 4, prepare and share a nice meal. No, don't go out to dinner, at least for this particular exercise. Spend time crafting and preparing your ingredients, measuring things out, being attentive to how things are supposed to be cooked, the balances and the different flavors. Create this meal and then slowly share it with someone. We begin to understand to a greater degree what it means to share music with someone else and share music that you have made with someone else. The parallels are they're inseparable. Number 3, fast. Yes, I know I just talked about eating, but fasting is an incredible way to notice different things about your body, especially as the arc of a 24-hour fast happens. Fasting has been an incredible tool for me for performance anxiety, also for recentering how I think about different areas of my body, how I engage my breath, how I release and sometimes store tension. Fasting exposes a lot of these things. As you start noticing the different stages of hunger and the different stages of abandon and detachment that happens during a 24-hour fast, especially when you start doing it regularly and becoming more familiar with these things that you start to notice, it's amazing how those same sorts of things bleed into how you practice your singing. Number 2, journal. Yes, keep a journal and have it with you all the time. Not putting notes in on your phone. Get an old silly notebook and write things down. We let things pass through our brain so much because we take in so much information all the time that we let inspiration and new ideas and how we're feeling never really be addressed. And if you've got something to write on when you think you might have an idea, maybe it's lyrics for a song, maybe it's has nothing to do with music, maybe you're just processing how you're feeling about something and noticing something. If you can get in the habit of writing down how you feel, how you think, what you think about, what you notice, and do it in sort of a spontaneous way, your thoughts and your thought disciplines are going to take on a whole new level of meaning because stuff doesn't become as fleeting. Knowing yourself is the essence of great art because it allows you to express yourself better. And when you can do that in a non-judgmental way, you can sing a lot better. Believe me, this is so huge, way more important than any singing exercise. Journal, number 2. And number 1, take a nap. Yes, lay down on your favorite couch or your favorite happy place. Don't put a podcast on. Don't read. Don't do anything else except for lay down, close your eyes, focus on your breathing, and rest. Even if you don't fall asleep, or you don't fall asleep for as long as you'd like to, focus on giving yourself the permission to literally do and think less. I didn't say nothing because it's awfully hard to think about nothing, almost impossible to think about nothing. But if you are laying down and pushing out all the other things you need to do, all the other things you need to accomplish, and stop striving, a nap can be the perfect way to recenter and refocus so that you can engage in the creative things that you want to do. Yes, singing. All of these activities share this. They are ways for you to practice being present to your body, present to your experience at hand, present to what's happening in your mind as you release and learn to enjoy and notice without judging. These are things that I've talked about on the channel a lot, but oftentimes it's hard to separate yourself enough from your voice to develop these habits. If you can start developing these good habits with activities that don't have anything directly to do with singing, you will notice that when you approach your singing, how you think, how you act, how you enjoy, how you notice, how you experience is going to bleed in to how you relate to your own art in your voice. Thanks for watching. Again, if you'd like more help with your own singing specifically, click the link below and join my free course. We'll see you for more.